the cloud. Hello and welcome to Nigel's Wicked Workouts. It's Tuesday, sometime in January. Maybe it's 2021. Who knows? Who cares? The most important thing is you're here and we're ready to train your core. So we're going to do 20 minutes worth of core work, followed by 40 minutes worth of nimbly bimbly. Getting your body all limbered up and ready to move with agility and speed. I don't know, I made that bit up. So, on all fours, oh, something's going somewhere. The heel of your hand is underneath your shoulder, your knee is underneath your hip, and we exhale and round up, inhale, and then we go down. So we're cat-cowing. Cat-cowing. Breathe out, breathe in. And as you breathe in, fill your belly with air. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. And breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Good. Now, you might want to just stretch those forearms a little bit. If those wrists struggle when we're on all fours, you can fold your mat over to decrease the angle through your wrist should you need to. So I'm just going to illustrate what I'm going to do with my stick. I've done this before. So get the stick nice and straight. We're in a bird dog. Brace my core and then alternate limbs extend. Control down, nice and smooth. And it really is supposed to be executed with this level of care and smooth transitions. The thing the gravy of the movement really is this bit. As I transition from one side to the other, my objective is to make sure that stick, whoa, ain't moving, ain't going nowhere. I'm pulling my belly button into my spine and breathing behind the bracing. Slow and smooth and controlled. And again. I'm just going to show you from the front so you can see what I mean. I'm looking to make sure that there's no movement whatsoever. It's that little transition. The stick stays uber still. And I'm not so much elevating the limbs as I'm stretching. Oh, belly button is pulled in. It's tight. It's braced. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Back to cat-cow, please. Breathe out. I'm going to reach the ceiling. Breathe in. This is what's called a TVA exercise. Transverse abdominis. So as I breathe in, I make my belly big. And I breathe out, I suck it all in. So I'm contracting my TVA. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. and out. Bird dog time. Again, you don't need the stick, it's just so you can visually see what I'm going for. Brace the core. Hold, hold, control down. Lovely. And again. Breathe behind the brace. One more. Good. Okay, take yourself down onto your back, please. Okay, shoulder blades together. Find that lovely curvature in the spine. So this is the spinal mobility. It appears to be a fairly innocuous movement, but it truly isn't. The ability to get each vertebrae to move independently, and there are lots of tiny tendons and ligaments in between each vertebrae that I don't even remember the name of. I've done a course on it. I can't remember that stuff. But as we start to gradually maneuver the spine slowly around the floor, those tiny tendons and ligaments get the insiest of little stretches and mobilizations, so that the spine starts to work way better. Because a lot of people have parts of the spine that work too much and other parts that are just blocked. So obviously the bits of the spine that do all the movement get all the wear and the tear. So it's incredibly important to take the time to start mobilizing the whole spine. So when you move, you share the load between each of the vertebrae gradually. So that's probably why, just explaining why I like this movement so much. So it starts with the pelvic tilt, pushing the small of my back into the floor. And then I gradually lift up, using those glutes to take me out of the movement. And then on the way down, each vertebrae slowly hits the floor, one at a time. And then at the end of the movement is, I lift my lower back up. So I tilt the pelvis first, lift up nice and high, gradually lowering them down, pushing each one down, laying them down like bricks. And again. And again. One at a time. And again. Lovely. Again. Last one, please. And down. Okay, palms down flat and just underneath your hips, and then poke those legs up into the air. Your goal is to get them nice and upright. If they don't completely go upright, put a little bit of a bend in the knee just so you can attain that range of motion. So brace your abdominals. The hands are there to isolate the hips. So we're going to go one leg, back up, other leg, back up, double it up. Whoa. Okay, here's a reduction of the movement. So if it's too hard, you just do a little bit of a knee bend in that movement. Okay, so one leg, whoa. Second leg, double leg if you can, whoa. Again, one, yes. Keep that belly button pulled into the spine. Double it up. And again, one, 2. Double it up. Shiver me timbers. So the easier version, 1, 2, double, 3, and down. Whew. Release. Okay, back to spinal mobility. Tilt that pelvis. Nice and high. Layer them down. One at a time. And that's the ticket. And again, tilt, elevate, control down, one at a time. Oh, lovely. And again, tilt up, one at a time. One at a time, tilt the pelvis and then back. Again. One at a time. One more. Up and down. Hands in place. Now my hands aren't quite on my iliac crest. They're just a little bit lower, just on the fleshy part of my bum. Legs that go up. Okay. 1. Elevate. 2. Elevate. Double it. Again. Control. Control. Double it. I'm going to take the easy option. Control. Control. Double it. Whoa. Again. Control. Yep. Control. Double it. You can even make it even easier by really bending those knees. You know when you need to make it easier, when you can't control where your lower back is. Your objective here is to keep no movement in your lower back. Double. One more. Double. Whew. Last time with the spinal mobility. Tilt, lift, slowly layer. Beautiful. And again. Tilt, lift, and down. Tilt, lift, and down. Now you tilt, lift, and down. Again, here we go. Push, 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 push. Control it down. Beautiful. And down. Hands go flat. Oh. And you don't have to have your hands underneath your bum. I'm going to have a go with that. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, it takes a lot of strength just to keep those legs in control and straight. Oh, that's hard. I'm not doing that again. Yeah. Double. Oh. Double. Come on, Nigel, fight it, fight it. Yes. One more. Legs flat, arms above the head. Stretch, stretch, elongate your bodies. Reach the toes below and the fingers above. Stretch to either end of the room. 3, 2, 1. Turn yourself over. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to do this on a bit of an angle so you can see what I'm doing, but you can stay in the same position. On your front, so we're going to activate your erector spinae. We've just done a ton of lower abdominal work. So we now have to go into training its exact opposite antagonist. So we need to activate your erector spinae. So the arms go out into, you can't quite see. There we go. You can see the nice sort of diagonal. 2 fists, thumbs up towards the ceiling, head goes down. Now this goes in 2 parts. You squeeze the shoulder blades together and then elevate and then back down. Hands up first, shoulder blades, elevate, down. And again, up and down. Up and down. Up, elevate, and down. Up. One more. And down. Nice work. On all fours. We're just going to stretch everything out with a child pose, side to side. Okay then, back into the back extension. It's actually called a T3 extension because the T3 stands for your lower trap, your trap number 3. So as we elevate up, we engage the lower trap. So this, strangely enough, is actually a massive shoulder stability exercise because the lower trap holds onto the shoulder blades, the scapula, and down, and again, up, lift, and down. Hands high, and down. Lift, elevate, and down. One more. Lift, elevate, and down. Oh. Child pose again, please. Stretch, stretch, stretch back in the opposite direction. And release. Okay, and there we have your core workout. So hopefully you're finding there's a different sequence to everything as we go along each time. We're now going to prepare your body. It's going to take a couple of minutes, grab yourself a little drink, and we're going to move straight into Nimbly Bimbly. Give me a couple of seconds. Okay, let's start off Nimbly Bimbly today on your back into that wonderful extension, stretch, 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 point the toes down, reach the fingers up, huge big stretch. Fabulous. Hold on to that knee, give that a big pull. Now, as you're doing this, I want you to take a big focus on your breathing. In through your nose. And as you exhale, and again, in through the nose. And then exhale. And same leg. We're going to do a bit of a glute stretch. Rest that ankle on the knee. And then we're going to reach through. In yoga, they call it threading the needle. Or you can grip the back of the hamstring, just like so. Trying to really push that knee down nice and flat. There we go. So what day is it today? Tuesday. Yeah, Monday night. We experimented for dinner last night with Buddha bowls, or in Canada they say Buddha bowls, and we've been slowly reducing our meat intake. I'll never not eat meat. I don't think, no. But I think we aim for like 2 to 3 nights per week with no meat. So last night was one of those nights. And I don't miss it that much. I've tried going without meat before and it disagrees with me. I've done some reading on it and it's to do with my ancestry. Because of my ancestors are from Northern Europe. So as the ground freezes throughout the winter, we have to have dried meats to be able to, and fresh meats to be able to survive because food don't grow. So it's to do with the level of ancestry as to whether I can be vegetarian or not. Is a theory. It ain't fact, just theories. That's all it is. 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Keep it there. Keep that ankle there. Extend the other hand across. Grip the top of that foot, and then just let it fall. Whoa, that's the ticket. It's a nice little variation with the foot in that position. I get a way more intense glute stretch, a way more intense everything stretch. Breathe in and exhale. That's the thing with food. It's a contentious subject. There's no right or wrong answer. Everybody has opinions. It's like politics and religion. Everyone's got a different idea about what works because everyone's different. Food, politics, and religion. 3 things everybody has a completely different opinion about typically. Challenge you to find someone who agrees with you on all 3. Oh, there we go. And gravity is just doing its job. The one thing I can say about nutrition is variety. Whatever plan or ideology you subscribe to, I firmly believe that there needs to be a variety in what you eat. Nutritional density and variety is important. We're hunter-gatherers, we're designed to eat different things. Our ancestors would have eaten 20 different meats in a month. Variations of protein, squirrels to rats to anything we can get our grubby little hands on. So we're designed to eat different things, not just chicken breast. stupidest thing to eat. It's okay now and again because it tastes good, but there's just nothing in it. 3, 2, 1, ease out. Whew, that was a goodie. Chicken breasts. Oh, rubbish thing to eat. Leg goes down, it's just energy. It's a macronutrient. If you ever watch a wildlife program, the strongest animals in a pack are the alpha animals. And when in a predatory pack, when they bring down prey, the alpha only eats organ meat, doesn't eat flesh. Goes in, gobbles up all the guts and the gubbins, because that's where all the nutrients are. And the alpha knows that. So they eat those best bits, and then all the other animals get the crappy bits of meat. Human beings, for some reason, we throw away all the good stuff, the stuff that's nutritiously dense, turn it into sausages or whatever, and then we eat the worst part of the animal, the flesh. It's crap. 3, 2, 1. Ease out. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Okay. Put the ankle on the knee. It might be enough of a stretch just to push that down. You might get a huge stretch throughout your hip. This is increasing in external rotation. Okay. Reach through, grab a hold, stretching off. So when it comes to foods that I eat, I try, there's certain things I'll always eat, so just like them, cashews. But I try and eat different nuts and seeds. I try and eat, when I get yogurt, I get a different type of variety every day because there's a different level of biome diversity within each one. And again, it's all theories. It ain't gospel. It's just my theories, just stuff I've read. I definitely believe in a few things. Reduced meat consumption, increased consumption of organ meats, should you do eat them. I make a lovely pate, it's fabulous. Variety and density. The greater variety, the better your body is. 3, 2, 1, and down. You know, I read something a while ago, and I don't know if it's totally true. I think people make shit up. So the ankle stays there, and it goes across. As your cells in your body replace themselves, it's visually apparent when you can see a scar disappear, because that means there are levels as your skin replaces itself. The scar moves out and away. That's why tattoos fade. So we create new cells. So I read somewhere once that there are no cells in your body that are older than 8 years old, and your eyes are the youngest cells. And they all replace themselves. I don't know if that's totally true. Maybe there's some truth within it. But imagine if your body is busily replacing cells. It can only create new cells based on the substance that you eat. So surely it makes sense that the quality of what you eat indicates the quality of the cells that you are replicating and replacing each day. As we defecate, dead cells come out. Our skin sheds dead cells constantly. So that's why I challenge people when they're focused on macronutrients, which are fats, proteins, carbohydrates, and they're just focused on how much of those they're getting, I think is very blindfolded. Obviously, there's some science behind it as to what your body needs, but you really are just trying to control levels of body fat, which makes no real sense. Your micronutrients, which are made up, that's a great stretch, of the nutrients, vitamins, minerals that you're consuming on a daily basis, how you're creating new cells within your body, makes way more sense to me. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's a goodie. Stretch. Stretch, stretch. Flip yourself over. back to my favorite back extension. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and down. I see people's meal plans and they're eating the same meal every day. Chicken, broccoli, sweet potatoes, or whatever, just eating energy. It makes no sense. Food is medicine, nutrients, variety. Should be consuming different things if possible. You have the ability to go to supermarkets that's got the most bonkers array of variety of foods, yet we still go and eat the same things. And again, nutritional variety. Stretch, 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 and down. And again. And down. Up onto the elbows. Roll those shoulders just a couple of times. Good. So we're going to go into the big stretch where we're going to reach for those ankles. So now remember, this is a stretch for chest and biceps. So hands go back. 1. I've just got the crease in my ankle. 2. Squeeze my shoulder blades together. Push my ankles into my feet to pull up my upper body. And down. Up onto all fours. Stretch yourself up in the opposite direction. Crikey. Just a couple of cat cows. Stretching it out. We're going to go for an almighty pigeon stretch now. So, pump those calves just a couple of times, please. Oh, let's hang out here just for a little while, just to stretch on one side of the calf. Change over to the other side. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, one leg goes up, underneath. Here it is. I'm going to show you from the opposite direction. Stretch. Wet my whistle. As always, no pain. Just find what's comfortable with you. Stretch forward if you can, and down. Now, you may be mobile enough to get your head down on the floor. That's too painful for me. I like to place one fist here, one fist there, and I feel I can just relax into it here. Stretching down. Yeah, I was having a conversation with a client the other day, and she was saying how she's trying to get out of the habit of using food as a reward. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, right. Rather than, she tries to give herself an activity or something, or buying a new book or something as a reward, and trying to focus on that. And as she's saying this, I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I reward myself with food every day. It's my thing. It's my problem. 3, 2, 1. And ease out. Wonderful. Oh, take that back. Change sides. Pump those calves just a couple of times here. leg goes up and back. The problem is, we're genetically designed to get a dopamine hit every time we find sugar. So our bodies do not know that we're going to have a constant access to high calorific foods, because we've spent so much more time as a race struggling to find high calorific foods. So when we do, our brain says, you need to find that patch of blueberries again. So you get a hit of dopamine every time you find it. So that's why we're pre-programmed to like sweet things, high-fat foods. Sugar, salt, and fat. Your body goes, yep, you need that stuff. Find it again. I'm going to give you a reward for finding it. So that's why we like crap food. That's why sweet food is bright. Because something else in the brain goes, yeah, find that. Plants have learned that us berry eaters will be attracted to bright things. And that's why fast food's bright. It all works. Again, opinions. These are my opinions, ain't facts, opinions. Okay, put that pigeon to sleep. So now we have access to food year-round, highly calorific food. And so our brains are still saying, wicked, you found it. Here's some dopamine, find some more. So when our mood, I can speak personally, when I can observe myself and be present, I find myself, I'm like, yeah, I am feeling uncomfortable in myself. I'm thinking about the past, focused on the future. I don't feel fabulous. And so I want to feel fabulous. I know, Cadbury's hazelnut chocolate. That will make me feel fabulous. So I'll go and find some, which is quite easy because it's in my kitchen. So I bought it. And I gobble it all up. And then I get this, I don't know, 30-second little rush of, oh, amazingness, followed by a brick landing in my stomach. And then a touch of self-loathing hits me afterwards. Sound familiar? And release. Oh, back those legs a few different times. We're going to go into some fabulous stretches now for our adductors. So I like to put my feet together there and then push my bum towards them. There we go. So something at the age of 45, how old am I? Something like that. That I've started to realize why I use food as a reward. And I'll get there. I'm not sure how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to reteach myself how to not use food as a reward. I clearly need to be focusing on not needing so much dopamine and being a little bit more present. I suppose some people could call it the spiritual awakening. I don't know about that, but something's occurring. Sugar. It's my thing. Love it. Sugar, salt, fat. And it wasn't an issue when I was 25 because, I don't know, I just didn't get fat. I could eat whatever I wanted. My metabolism was bonkers. 35, meh, started to get easier. Now, God, it's like a fight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull and breathe. Now I'm going to use my elbows to apply a bit of traction on those knees on the way down, just to get a little bit more of a stretch. I think I've come to this decision because I've been helping people lose weight for years. Almost 26 years I've been doing this job. And I've been fighting my own problems with food, coming from being an overweight kid. So Oh, I'm tighter on this side, way more. And so I've realized you can create the most amazing, fantastic food plans for anyone, but they're still searching for a dopamine hit. It's impossible. So they're extrinsically motivated to go to a wedding, or they're going to be a bride, or they're going to do a competition. That motivation is maintained for a short period of time, and then they're going to go back to searching for that soothing sensation that food's going to bring them. So I've learned that you've got to fix what's going on inside your head before you can fix your food. It's impossible. It's just people rush from diet to eating plans or whatever, and really they should be looking inside themselves. Opinion, not fact. I keep backing this up. Opinion only. 3, 2, 1. Oh, bring him in. Oh, creak, crack, bang. Pop this down a couple of times. Now we've done a ton of hip stretching. So now we're going to do some beautiful hamstring stretches. And you should find now, because we've opened up the hips a little bit more, that you should get a little bit more range of motion into your hamstrings. Keep chest up, take a deep breath in. And down. Lovely. There we go. For me, my trigger for sugar, loneliness. Feel lonely? I want to eat sugar. There are other things as well. Oh, what a stretch, eh? And the more and more we do these stretches, the not more intense, but you should feel more of the hamstring opening up. More of a square pull. Wow, that's a goodie. Breathe into it. And again. Ooh. Ease it back. Change over. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Down we go. And you're going to find that you've got two different sides here. I'm tighter on my right side, probably because I'm more dominant on this side. Oh, can't quite see my foot. There it is. Chest up, down. Breathe in and exhale. Something I haven't quite figured out though is I find that if I eat chocolate every day, I'm kind of numb to it, and the effect is less. If I surf my urge and cut chocolate out for a week, the second I go back to it, it's like someone's lit my brain up on fire. And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm gonna gorge myself. Oof. So it's like a white knuckly without it. I'll get there. Interesting. And then I cascade every day after that into more chocolate. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Oh, that side for me, for some reason, is just behind the knee. Something's going wrong up here on this side. So, get those legs far apart for me. Oh. So, this time, we're going to reach the arm up, breathe out, stretch down towards that foot. Back up again, opposite side. Back up again, change sides. And change. And again. Flip yourself over onto your front. Back into the cobra. 3, 2, 1, exhale. And down. And again, exhale. Look up, 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 up. And down. And again. And down. Oh, lift it back up. Toes together, knees apart, sit back, big stretch, child pose. Oh, sit yourself down. We're going to finish off with a little bit of work in your neck. So, nice and upright. First objective is just to check range of motion inside your neck. So, see myself. There we go. So, range of motion. Give it a turn. And as you turn, note what you feel is tight. Like here. Turn the other way. Oh, crikey, something's wrong there. Flipping out. Whoa. And then back. So I'm clearly reduced when I go that way. So let's do some tilting work first. Going down. And then in this position, as I'm feeling the stretch down here, I'm trying to pull this shoulder down. Now, as I gradually lift my chin up, I'm changing the emphasis on the stretch. A little bit at the front. As I tilt it down, or a little bit more in the neck and the back. Straighten it out, change sides. Take this ear down to the shoulder. Hold it. And as you're in that position, just relax that shoulder down. Play with that position. You can freestyle it here. You can just play around with whatever feels nasty or yucky. Lift up, tilt, turn, And then back up. Roll the shoulders. Turn the head one way. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Huge difference. So I know that I need to stretch these traps out in order to restore range of motion. And I can feel my head moving along nicely. Okay, I'm going to unmute you beautiful people. And what did Anne say? Anne always says, thanks, gotta go. So, and ask all to unmute. There we go. How is that, people?
Good.
Great.
Really good. Thanks, Nigel.
Hope you don't mind me waffling on about my opinions on food.
Always interesting.
And that's all they are, is opinions.
I like it because it passes the time during the stretch. You know, I'm thinking about the stretch and I'm listening to you and I think, yay, the stretch is done. That was fast.
So I'll be posting some different food recipes this week based on nutritional density and variety in what we eat. And if you don't like it, pass along. Okay, friends. Thank you very much for attending Nigel Wicked Workouts for Core and Nimbly Bimbly. I will be posting this workout as always, and see you all tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Take care.
Once again,
Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.
bye.